What is up? Already hot and sticky here in the shop. You may notice our Can-Am Defender is sitting here. Has all sorts of cool parts on it now, but still kind of looks terrible. We're in the midst of freshening the thing up a little bit. I've been thinking about this for a while, and I think we're going to bedline the bed because it looks a little hammered, and it sort of detracts from the whole thing. So we picked up a kit, has all sorts of fun stuff in it. I'll show that to you. So the kit's got everything you need, instructions, it's got an undercoat gun, it's got the actual coating itself and a catalyst, and it turns out pretty good. We did a test panel on the side and it seems pretty durable. We used an Adhesion promoter, and I think we'll just sort of go through the process of what this looks like. So here we go. So first thing is to get the panels as clean as possible. And that includes getting any decals off. So this one still had remnants of the old Can-Am decals. I'm just using, you know, an old card. This stuff should come up. This is just goo off, you know, any adhesive remover. 3M makes pretty good stuff, but this is just the crap you get at any auto parts store. And yeah, it's taking it right up. So obviously the biggest thing is you want a good surface, right? And that means a surface as clean as possible, free of contaminants. So we'll get all of this fun stuff off, we'll give it a bath, we'll probably hit it with some sort of decontaminator and go from there. Alright, so after the wash is done, it's time for surface prep. So decals came off, little stuff like this, don't worry about it. The great part about Bedliner is it hides a lot of sins. Anything that's kind of sticking proud, just take a knife, clean it up a little bit. Once that stuff's off there, you can start sanding. Alright, next up is sanding. The kit says prep everything with a 60 grit, which is pretty aggressive, so just don't linger too long. Alright, you should have something like this if you get the first pass with the orbital. If you don't have an orbital, no big deal. You know, just scuff it up with some regular sandpaper. Which we're going to do anywhere that we can't get the orbital into, because we need everything nice and roughed up so we'll get good adhesion. Alright, so good rule of thumb, anywhere that was shiny you want not shiny. So, which seems counterintuitive, but there you go. So now this is all scuffed up, we will clean it up with some rubbing alcohol first, just to get any of the leftover contaminants off, and then maybe hit it with some eraser, and then dry everything off and move to prep. Alright, so when you're done, you get something like this. Biggest thing, you want to make sure it's super dry. Wet, dry, wet, dry. Let it sit for a little bit, be patient. Patience is going to be your friend with this thing. And once you're done with that, move over to your plastic adhesion promoter. This stuff is primarily used for painting bumpers, that sort of thing, which, you know, is more or less what we're doing. So Duplicolor makes fine stuff. We're not sponsored by anything. You'll spray this whole thing down 2 or 3 times, and then you'll be ready to actually shoot some bedline. right, so you got two parts here. You got the actual coating, and then you've got the catalyst, and it works sort of like epoxy where you mix the two. Comes with a mix cup, 8 ounces goes in the coating, and you're ready to spray. All right, shake for 2 minutes, or close, and then gun goes in the top. Gun that comes with looks like this. We added a cheap Harbor Freight air regulator. We're shooting about 14 psi. Follow the instructions to figure out what you should be shooting at. All right, give a little test spray. About here. First coat's nice and light, and you come back and hit a little bit heavier. All right, so remember when I said patience is your friend? It'll take about 20 minutes between coats. If you're not careful and you get a little carried away, you'll get heavy like I did, but that's not the biggest deal in the world. And as you can see, where our little scuffs were, just sort of go away, which is nice. Oh man, I stepped in it. But yeah, that's it. So we'll wait 20 minutes and give it another go. All right, just got finished laying the final coat. Sprayed from, a little bit away to get a little bit finer texture. And I think it looks pretty good. So we're gonna keep going. The original plan was just do the bed sides because they were so hammered looking, but I think we're gonna do the tailgate, which I've already started prepping. We've got a little bit of a hole here, so we're gonna epoxy that up real quick so that looks okay. And then move on to the rest of the bed. Yeah. So obviously it is no longer hot and sticky in the shop. It's, I don't know, I'd say about a month later, getting into November, things are chilling down. Cool part is the bedliner is holding up absolutely excellent. There was some concern from a bunch of people that the bedliner just wouldn't stick to the plastic, especially pretty abused plastic. No problem. Let's walk you around it. So obviously we've done more than just the bedliner. We've got the Thumper Fab bed rack on here finally, which was huge for a recent feature we did. It was like 500 pounds worth of crap stuffed in the bed of the thing. Let's take a look at the bedliner. So it cleans up well. All this stuff was covered in windrock slush. We had 2 cracked panels. We had the holes here. All of those filled out great. I still haven't touched up the latch. But as you can see, the bed just does what the bed needs to do. Everything's kind of staying in place, which is what we want. Looks great. Super easy update. I'd say we're in it for about 160 bucks, somewhere around there. By the time you get all your supplies and the stuff to clean the gun, the xylene, all the rest of that stuff, you're good to go. But yeah, man, look at her. It's like $1 million. This has become one of our favorite rigs. In part because you've actually got to sort of try to wield the thing. It's not like an X3 where you just point it at whatever and it just does exactly what you want. Yeah, it's fun, it's capable, it's a workhorse. And the fact that it had 12,000 miles on it when we bought it for 2019, that's insane. We'll take a look at how we got those 32s on there without doing front control arms. Wasn't easy, isn't perfect, but what is. So thanks for watching. Hope you found it at least a little useful. Obviously we didn't go through all the steps that you need to do, but at least gives you the baseline of what you need to bedline the bed on your Can-Am Defender or similar. Should work for any utility rig, any of the old guys that are sitting out there that are sunbaked. Thanks for watching. If you like this, check out utvdriver.com, follow us on social media, subscribe, you like this stuff, want to see more wrenching videos, just let us know in the comments. Cool. Thanks, guys.